So again, this is all about Mythic talent. Okay, Mythic talent is going through some hard times right now, predominantly when it comes to more or less Asmongold, but there does seem to be something else going on over there. And we come over here to this Grimmy clip that I played a little bit of you just recently, but we're going to play more of it because Grimmy left legitimately a year after she came on. She came on March 1st, 2025. She is now gone as of March 1st, 2026. Which makes you start thinking what's going on here. And then she had this clip here where more questions were there instead of answers. There was more questions than answers going on right here.
So, but yeah, I mean, I was always independent. So, the thing is, if you're a sponsor or anything like that, please, just direct yourself to Grimmy at deadtransmission.com. As for the stuff with Mythic, I can't talk about it. And I'm specifically not gonna say anything about it. That's pretty much it. I wasn't hype about it.
She does go more into details, and I have some clips from another stream where there's some interesting things happening. I don't want to spoil what we end up talking about here, but there's some accusations of some serious malfeasance going on over at Mythic. Could be answered. There might be a logical thing, but I'm
not gonna tell anyone about it. It was a little silly. On your about page, Twitch. Okay, I'll change that right now. Thank you for letting me know. This isn't like a thing where it's just like, oh, Grimmy got upset. This was quite substantial. But on the other hand, I don't really want to like cause any problems for anyone there. I don't know how on earth. I don't know. Pretty much all I'll say is that was there was something very, very crazy. I think people would be pretty upset about it if they do, and that's pretty.
I kind of wish you would just go into it, and I think well, I'll play this because it's more of like the hey, it's crazy, people would be upset. It's this wishy-washy kind of thing. But then we got this. This is from 19 hours ago. Now we started hearing some more things going on here, and I am pulling this up right now, just trying to get a little bit of the date because I think this happened first. We're over here on Reddit, and we see this from YouTube Drama. Mythic talent agency alleged to have skimmed money off the top of a sponsor shorting their talent. This happened to a VTuber Grimmy. I didn't want to blast her name in the title because she's already nervous about this, but feels she needs to spread the word. At the moment, there aren't any clips of this because it's only a few hours old, although I'm sure some will appear eventually, and she's set the VOD to not show up on Twitch at the moment of writing. I included screenshots of the evidence she could show because there's evidence it's technically an accusation, but she specifically is using the word allegation because she's trying to be careful about this. Also, if you don't know about her character, she's honest to a fault and truly tries to see the best in everybody all the time. So for her to speak out about this is difficult, but she wants others with Mythic to know. So Grimmy personally befriended a game publisher that had previously sponsored her before, and through speaking to them, discovered that there was a small discrepancy multiple times between what the negotiated amount was that she would be paid versus what she was actually paid for sponsorships. The negotiations are done between Mythic and the publisher. Talents don't see those documents / conversations. First instance, let's just open link. Let's go to the first instance of this. Image Guru, and we'll end up playing this clip, but this is her showing it. Let's see. 1x 2-hour Twitch stream, overlay, chatbot, pin comment, offer $2,000. Grimmy, wait, so is this the same one? Would it be possible to get the completed signed by both parties contract for this? Got the contract. Our system states that it's actually 221,000 versus 2,000. So I dug into what happened, and it was a typo with the brand. So it was resolved between our sales team and their sales team. So you were always going to get the proper amount. Just the information didn't quite reach me, which is obvi still an issue. So, okay, is this Grimmy? I don't know who's who, but this is Grimmy. 1x, 1 hour Twitch stream, 2100, 2100. Okay. Okay. The outcome of negotiations was that she would be paid $2,100. However, the contract she received from Mythic and signed was $2,000, a 5% difference. The publisher gave her proof that they paid $21,000 to Mythic, bottom bit, and then Mythic sent her the $2,000 she was expecting from the contract. When she alerted Mythic after finding out from the publisher, they told her that it was a typo on the publisher's end, and then she was given the additional $100 top bit. You see, I don't know how much Mythic takes, because I know they take a little bit from the, like, they always take a little bit due to like the negotiations and stuff like this, and then you get a certain amount. So I don't know what their actual, like, how much that is. But what I am gonna say here is this is kind of weird, because this is me just devil's advocating, not knowing this sphere, like how some of these contracts or deals go down. This is me being a total tard here. Let's say that the publisher did say, hey, $2,100 for this deal. And the amount that Mythic takes would end up being that 5%, just for the argument's sake. Okay? They take the $100, you get the $2,000, because they do get their cut of it. Would that explain it? And somebody in the chat, somebody in the comics, whoever wants to like respond to this, could that explain it? Maybe Rima would know more about this, because again, she's a part of Mythic Talent. There's probably a lot of content creators out there that could explain this a whole lot better than I could. This is just me going over this and giving my response to it. But then we have the second instance. Let's one times 4 hour stream timeline, $40,000 minus 20%. Okay. I know, like, the 5% is the usual amount. Our offer, minus 20%. So are they taking more than the amount that they're supposed to be taking? Is that what's going on here? Are they really just taking money off the top? What's happening? The outcome was $44,000, but she was told it was $4,000, 10% difference. The excuse Mythic gave was that it was an additional fee because of an outside marketing agency. However, it was the exact same people negotiating it before both times through the same emails, which makes that very unlikely. There was also some odd mix-up with the length. The publisher said 2 hours, but Grimmy was told 4. The key thing here are that Mythic refuses to show her the negotiation documents between Mythic and publishers after she requested them. Only the contract that she signed, and she has many more examples of this behavior, and I believe from multiple publishers. But this was the only publisher that gave her permission to show evidence of on stream and publicize. These are not the only incidents. She keeps those other private in case this is taken to court. And if this has been done to more streamers and larger streamers, it likely will be. She's also made it clear that this is an expected fee. This isn't an expected fee. Okay, that explains that Mythic was supposed to take. And the fact that she was given different excuses for each instance confirms that it's not a normal fee. Note that this is similar to what the agency VShojo did to their talents, skimming sponsor money by spending less to the talent than was actually negotiated. Well, okay, it's similar. It's not exactly the same. It is similar, though. what was going on with V Shoujo was they just weren't giving you the money. They just weren't giving you what was actually owed to you. That's not even like, hey, that wasn't just like skimming money off the top. That was just, we're not giving you what was negotiated out. You're not getting this funding from us, from the sponsors right here. We're keeping it. That was what was going on there, which is very different. Very, very, very different than this. This is still scummy. Don't get me wrong. This is still scummy. My little devil's advocate, my little point there, like what I said, obviously get BTFO'd, obviously was wrong. That was just me, you know, spitballing, throwing something out there. I do have another thing. And again, this could easily be debunked. This is just me throwing this out here as the stupid person, okay? As the idiot. Could it be a personnel issue and not outright an issue with, you know, Mythic in general? Like there's somebody doing something wrong there that the rest of Mythic doesn't know about. And the only reason I say this is I go to what Kirsha said on stream, would have been Friday, where she was starting to talk a little bit about this, not directly about this, but a little bit about this. And she said, like, when she first tried to get a part of Mythic, a year into Mythic's lifespan, she got in contact with somebody that worked there, and that person just completely left her high and dry. Didn't talk to her anymore after saying, oh, well, we could get you on. They just said, nah, fam, bye. So then it goes to a couple years later, she gets in contact with another person and they go like, yeah, you should have been brought in. I don't know oh, that was the person you were working with. Oh yeah, that explains a lot. So could that be like there's somebody there who's not being truthful here and is causing all this, and it's not a company issue as a whole? Or I'm just throwing that out there as an explanation. I don't think that's true. I think there is some other shit going on there. That's just what I'm seeing right now. Like there's something weird here. There's something weird, and I don't want to protect the company. I'm just let's skimming sponsors. Yeah. Grimmy is telling all talent with Mythic to request documentation and negotiations for companies that they were sponsored by. The contract they signed won't show the real amount Mythic was paid by the sponsor to go to the talent, only the amount that the talent was to be paid by Mythic, and so they need to be shown the corresponded between companies to check if the amount is correct. She obviously left Mythic and quit quite a few other talents have been leaving recently without giving any public reason as to why, which I think there's a variety of reasons this is going on. We could go over to like the Vienna thing. A lot of people thought Vienna was leaving because of Casey Tron. It looks more like Vienna left because of some other opportunities that were offered to her. We got Asmongold, who decided to part ways, and that does look like it was because of Casey Tron. This one looks like there's some other shady shit here, but we do have these two clips from Grimmy going over this. So this is clip number 1, and I think this is associated with this one right here. And then I have clip number 2, which I think is associated with that one. So we'll do number 1 first, and then we'll get into number 2.
One could go directly to them and ask what's going on. Then once they know, they could start hiding it. I thought about this quite a bit. It also puts a tremendous amount of mental strain on pretty much anyone involved, knowing that and like having to come to terms with that when it comes to like that stuff. Like I've been a part of that kind of stuff before, where like you feel tense and like you have to like go like, oh my god, this company does this type of stuff, oh my god. Like it's not fun. Like I don't want to put anyone through that. All I'm saying is that you should request the negotiations of your campaigns with Mythic, unedited videos. Like that's pretty much it. I don't think anyone is gonna, I don't know.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Request that information. Nothing wrong with requesting that information. That's actually probably information you guys should be having in the first place, seeing what the negotiations were just to double check. Dot your I's, cross your T's. There's nothing wrong there. It's keeping yourself safe.
That being said, you guys are about to be like, holy crap, because this was a lot of money. This was a lot of money. And I did confirm that this was 100% confirmed with the publisher. Like, this is the one I can show you, that it didn't match on their records and they did send them more. And this was a brand communicating with Mythic directly. So, okay. There's ways for a lawyer to make them freeze all paperwork, such as, I don't know if they're gonna do that.
Well, they can, but that's if you decide to go the legal route.
I don't know. I don't want to make Mythic feel uncomfortable or upset, like, even with this. Like, I don't know. This is insane. This is stupid.
And again, there could be explanations as to why this is happening. I don't know. It does sound a little sketchy, though. It does.
Oh. This is stupid. What is going on? This is stupid. You could have just said, like, I want more money from this campaign. Like, I just need it. I would have given it to you. Like, I don't know. I would have played most of these games for free. Like,
I mean, we play a lot of games for free, but to be fair, if I'm gonna get paid, I want that bag. I want that bag.
You could have just... Okay, sorry. Why do they have you on their list of creators? They probably haven't taken it down yet. There's a ton of us that are on there.
There's a ton of people that are on there, and there's a ton of people that should be on there but aren't.
Lawyers should be involved in this for sure? Yes, they should. Absolutely. Okay. Alright. Anyway. That's pretty much it. We gotta not tip them off. Well, the thing is, like, everyone can request it now. If I had just done this very quietly, I don't think it would have worked very well. It might have, but you can now go ahead. And I don't even need to, like, talk to the people. Like, if you are at Mythic, you can go request this. You can see what's up. You can also talk to the publishers directly. So now... Okay. Okay. Do you want me to post something? Keep in and only the main piece you said you want? That's nice of you, Grimmy Virus.
I want the items. Listen, I like listening to you, Grimmy. I see your stuff. I want to see. Can I speed this up a little bit? Yeah, I'm gonna speed this up to 1.25 right now. I like this, and I don't disagree with what you're saying. I want to get into the bits.
I prefer if no one said anything about this, but I also know that that's impossible and insane. So, well, yeah, I thought about this a lot. So, I don't even know if people are gonna, like, get their money back. I don't know if people are gonna... And it's also, like, a small amount. It's more just like, why did they do this? Why didn't they just ask? People probably would have done this for them, like, very... Like, people liked them. People can start cleaning their tracks now? I'm sure that they've, like, thought about that. Well, I don't know if they were trying to contain it or if they were immediately trying to clean their tracks. Wait, okay, anyway. Alright. So, this is a lot of money. Like, I need to say that I am also extremely grateful for this amount of money. Like, this amount of money for a campaign is something that, like, for just streaming... This is an amount of money that very few people will, like, see.
I want this money, by the way. Mythic, listen, I'll sweep for you. Mythic, if you watch this, I will sweep for you hardcore. Don't get me wrong. Just, give me the money.
Or, like, I don't know, even lifetime. Like, this is, like, one campaign. This is one campaign.
Yes.
Taking $100 off of it is, like, I don't know, it's...
No, that's my money. That's my money, bitch. Sorry.
It's not ideal because they could have just included, or they could have said, like, hey, we're going to take a couple of $100 off of this. Like, I wouldn't have minded. But I don't think that they should be stealing from people if they are stealing from people.
And you're not wrong. Like, if it is just like, it's 20%, as far as we've seen so far, it's 20% each time, which there could be an explanation. It could be associated with, like, the Mythic fees, but we don't know that, and they're saying that it's not a part of the Mythic fees. That's the weird part.
If they are. If it's somehow something else, even though this was the same company that negotiated these... Alright, anyway. Anyway, alright. If it's an individual person, then I doubt they planned that far. Probably not. If it is an individual, then I doubt they planned that far. So, okay. It wasn't in the contract. No, it was not in the contract. They also presented... Here, I'll show you. Okay. I think my model's freezing, actually. There we go. OBS is getting a little bit stuffed up. There we go. Alright. Also, yes, this is all alleged. Okay.
Which should be
okay.
A given.
So, again, this is an incredible amount of money. I will be grateful for it. They could have easily said, like, hello, we'd like to request more money on this. I would have been cool with that. I just don't think that they can take whatever amount of money and go, yeah, here you go after the fact. And that's what happened here in two different ways with two different explanations, even though it was negotiated the same. Even though it was the same company. Okay. All right.
Okay.
If they blocked any sort of sponsorship in the future, that would suck, but it's their decision. I have nothing against Mythic. I have nothing against anyone. I don't know who is responsible for this.
Well, be very clear here. Like, what you just said there, it could, like, somebody did ask if it was an individual. It could just be an individual's doing something really fucked up there. it could be an individual, and it could be require like an internal review of, hey, you're doing some fucked up shit. So that could be an explanation. I don't think it is. I think there's something else going on there, but I do want to put that out there just because I don't want to just outright say that Mythic's the bad guys here. I don't, even though I'm kind of leaning on, I think they're the bad guys here.
Could go all the way to the top. Could be one person. That's it. I don't know. This is just my experience with it. I think everyone should like immediately request their negotiations. That's all I can say. They did not give me mine. Fair. I think everyone should request their negotiations.
That's fair.
That is all I can say. They will not give me mine. Is that why you left? Yes, that's why you left. Why would anyone... Okay, sorry. I think people have this idea that, like, it would have been like, okay, like, I don't know, like, oh gosh, I'm gonna put it out there. Okay. I think people have this idea of like, oh, it might have been like some political thing, or oh, it might have been body. No, this is why I left. This is something that I think most people there would not have an okay time with. I think most people are going to be upset about this. I think most people are going to be pretty angry.
Yeah.
Like if they...
Yeah, everything that you're saying there, yes. Most people would be angry. Most people would have a problem with this. Most people would be like, yeah, this ain't right. This is by far completely unjust, completely fucked up. It's not right. I'm gonna do something real quick, and I'm gonna keep this playing.
Find out that this was the case, because it's not about like the money. It's about like the amount of disrespect, and also like they can change that at any time. Like they could go for one campaign with a smaller streamer, like, oh, okay, let's do like, I don't know, like this amount of money. And if you're a gigantic one, who's to say that it isn't like thousands? Who's to say that it isn't tens of thousands? I didn't know Grimbo left Mythic. Yeah, I left. Okay. So? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So, anyway. I sound mad? Yeah, I don't know. This is a lame thing. I'm not hype about it.
Sorry, I am editing something really fast, so give me a moment. Okay, there's that clip done, and now we're gonna go over to the second clip. So this is where she has like all the evidence and everything like that. So this is that clip.
Okay, so.
And again, I'm gonna put this up to 1.25 a speed.
Anyway.
Okay. Anyway. Okay. Come on. Space!
I sound mad? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you have the right to sound mad at this. Like, if they are doing this and this is legitimately, like, you have money taken away from you without your permission, without anything like that. You have the right to be mad about this. You do. That's not right.
This is a lame thing. I'm not hyped about it.
Okay.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
This is still a lot of money. I am extremely grateful. I am not upset that they sent this amount of money to play a video game. I am so hype. I was so hype. I loved working with these guys. It's just that you don't know. Like, I can't trust them now because I don't know. That's a big thing. This is a break of your trust. You don't know if this is going to be something where it continues to go in that direction. You have no idea.
That's fair.
Anyway. And I don't know if this is something that's happening to everyone. I don't know if this is happening to anyone at the company besides me. It might.
And there might be an explanation for it. To be fair, there might be an explanation, but they're not giving good explanations. That's the really weird part. There might be like, hey, there's this is why this is happening. There might be that, but they're not giving her good reasons.
Might not be, and I don't want you to feel bad for me. I was very, very lucky to get to work on these games and get to work with these people and get to work with everyone that I did. It's just I don't know. It brings me no joy.
Why would it? Why would this bring you joy? Like, unless you're a sociopath, like a legitimate sociopath, calling out companies that, like, especially calling out Mythic like this. Mythic is a company that everybody loves. And I showed it earlier. Here, I'm going to bring it back up real quick. I'm going to bring it back up. We could go back over to the actual tweet from Cha-Cha. Like, the Cha-Cha tweet, for example, it shows people, like, people legitimately like Mythic talent. They've always kind of liked Mythic talent. And I'm gonna pull this up here. Let me do this let me do it this way. I'm gonna pull up the Cha-Cha tweet. Like, even Kirsha said that she really, 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 really likes Mythic Talent. Okay, even Cha-Cha said that she likes Mythic Talent. Kirsha said that she likes Mythic Talent. There's a lot of people that have said that they like Mythic Talent, but I go back over here. Mythic isn't a VTuber agency. They're a company that provides sponsorship to their talent roster. They also provide legal support. If someone else tries to infringe on your IP, Mythic has helped me twice in that regard for making sure my IP was protected. I have nothing but good things to say about Mythic, honestly. And you go down here, like, what Mythic actually does. So, like, nobody is enjoying this. Nobody is enjoying seeing this happen to Mythic right now, because Mythic has always been that company that you just like. There's no reason to have disdain for them, dislike them, or anything like that. It's just a good company.
So, all right. I am also not the type of person that's going to leak DMs unless something is on this level. I think this could be criminal. Maybe this isn't criminal. Maybe this is just completely normal to everyone. But on the other hand, I think it sucks. So, also Kronos,
Yeah.
Thank you for the 500 bits. I'm glad you like the cat ears.
That's $5. Oh, sort of $5. $5.
All right. Okay.
And she does look good in the cat ears. Like, this is actually a really good model. It accentuates everything, and it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute, especially for what Grimmy's whole thing is. Like, she's a neat.
So, what they offered me to stream this game was $2,000. And again, permission from the publisher to talk about this. Permission from the publisher. $2,000. Now, taking 100 off the top of that, it's only $100 compared to the $2,000. I would not have minded if they had just said, "Hey, we'd like this 100 extra dollars." I would not have minded. I would not have minded. That's a lot, though. Like, yeah, an extra 5% is still a lot. It is. 2K is not a small amount. No. But if they said, like, "Hey, I need an extra $100 on this campaign," I would have said, "Great. Go for it. Do it." I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah. I mean, I would listen. This is my money. This is my money. Don't be taking my money. Okay, that's my money. That's my position, but that's also my mentality. Don't touch my money. Okay, that's what I'm thinking there.
That was the first one. And I'm about to show you the first one. And I'm about to show you, again, what the publisher has sent me. I've edited out the name of the game and the dates, because that's... I've also edited out the names of the people, because...
I want to know what games you were playing. That's what I want to know. I want to know what game would pay you that much.
I do not want to get them in trouble. Are you sure you don't want to format this first? This is, I think, just going to be the way I do it. I don't want to think about this after. I'm letting everyone know.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a lot of money. Like, I'm not saying, like, oh my god, only $2,000. I'm saying, you could have just asked me. I would have given you it.
Well, I mean, no, ask for the money.
I would have totally given you it. Like, that's the thing. I really liked you guys. I would have given you 100%. I would have given you like 80%. I would have given you literally anything you guys wanted. Like, I liked streaming. Okay. Yes, that's what I am hoping, that it course corrects. So this one, I'm about to show you.
Okay. Show me! Show me the money!
All right.
Okay. So we already saw this one before, but now we're going to get her, like, actual explanations on it. That aren't me reading.
I've edited out some stuff.
Okay. Well, I could see that. What does it mean?
You look so cute. Thank you, Call Coffee. Light mode, I'm sorry.
You do look cute, and it is light mode, so you are already a degenerate.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to turn it on dark mode after this.
Oh, wait. I didn't notice the dates real quick. Is that November? That's November 2025. You didn't hear back until February? What?
So, this is the first one. Okay. So when I was talking about all that stuff earlier, the first one. Remember how we went through all that information? The first one.
Yes.
The first one.
Yes.
I'm sorry that... Okay. I'm sorry that
Listen, explain it to me like I'm 5, please.
it's so bright. But as you can see here... Okay. Once again, took out the timeline and everything.
Legatus, maybe just refresh my stream, because it does say that I'm streaming still. Like, I'm streaming. Like, I can pull it up. Am I still streaming? What? Oh, no, it went private. Oh, what? Why did it go private? I'll publish. That's weird. Why did it go private? That's weird. Did it kick you guys out? It shouldn't have gone private. It shouldn't have. Check it again. Check it again real quick. Because I did notice, like, all my views legitimately just disappeared. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me double check. Don't know why it would have gone private. No, it's public to me. It's back? Okay, Dash says it's back. Please, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Share it out to YouTube. Do all the good stuff. I really would appreciate it.
1 2-hour Twitch stream, which is, again, a lot. So, and then the bottom is what...
1 2-hour Twitch stream. $1,000 an hour. $1,000 an hour.
The publisher sent me from their records. This was the publisher directly. And this is one case. This is one case. And I can only show you... what I have permission to show you from the publisher. So, anyone else I talk to outside of this specific person, nope. 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 Can't do it. Okay.
Please. Please. Will you please do it? I'll be on my hands and knees. Gribby, please. Please show me more. Sorry.
So, $100 went missing.
Yes.
Dates in the middle? Okay, that's fine, whatever. I'm an idiot. Oh, wait, no. Okay,
No,
that's
you're
fine.
not an idiot.
I think it's going to be different than, like, when the campaigns occurred. Yeah, okay, we're okay. That's actually totally fine, because it doesn't match with what was going on, or, like, when it was supposed to. Okay, cool. We're fine. Okay. All right. But did you double the time streaming? Oh, okay, no. I can't talk about what campaign this was. Okay.
Talk about it. Tell me. Tell me what campaign it was.
Can't talk about it. Okay. Yes, $100. Yes. So this I got permission from the publisher with. That's all I can say. It's $100 off. What they said was it was a typo, and I got the right amount of money.
It was a typo.
Okay.
It was a typo, but you got the right amount of money. Okay.
All right. There you go. What is this model? I'm glad you like the model. Feel very nervous about doing this. Terrified, actually.
You should be a little nervous and a little terrified, but it is the right thing to do to be calling out this shit. It's always the right thing to do.
All right. The second one that I have permission to talk about, at least.
Okay.
The bottom was the publisher direct, yes. The second one that I have permission to talk about.
Yes. You're editing it.
And this is gigantic. This is a gigantic amount of money.
$1,000 per hour is what the actual going rate there was. If you actually take a look at that, so she got $2,100 for 2 hours, and she got so about $1,050 would be the going rate if you actually start. Wait. No, because then the next one was about 44, wasn't it?
Gigantic.
Here, we'll see.
Gigantic.
A lot of money.
Gigantic.
A lot of money.
Gigantic.
A lot of money.
Okay.
Okay.
It was $4,000.
$4,000 is what you got.
And on the publisher's end, it was $4,000 $400.
So for this one, for every hour, she got $1,000 and $100. What, $1,100 for every hour she played, because I believe this one was the 4-hour one. Which mother of God, how do I get that? Mythic, hit me up. I'll sweep for you. I'll sweep. I will do whatever you need me to do for this one. I will. Mythic is God. I will say that if that's what it takes to get some money.
So again, I am not ungrateful for the amount of money that they sent me.
By the way, it just dawned on me. There's going to be somebody reacting to this stream or interacting with this stream that ends up going like, oh my God, he's willing to sell himself for that amount of money. He's willing to sell his soul for that money. Listen, it's money. Shut up.
It was substantial. It was insane.
It's a lot of money.
I think that, like, people are probably going to just go like, she's really ungrateful for this. She's really ungrateful. No, I am extremely, extremely, extremely grateful.
Why would they be saying that you're ungrateful for this? Like, this is a lot of money. Like think about it. Think about, like, Grimmy is not, and this isn't to like call Grimmy out or say that she's a shitty streamer or anything like this. Grimmy is no Shy Lily, okay? Grimmy is no Pippa or Bao. Grimmy's Grimmy, okay? She's smaller than all of them. She has less of a reach. She's still like a decent size, but she has less of the reach. You're getting $1,000 for like an hour of playing this game. You're getting a lot of money just for an hour of play. Think about that. When you actually sit down and think about it, streaming is a hell of, if you can get to just Mythic level where you get the sponsors to play these games, if you get to that level just to play some games, you think of the amount of money you're going to be getting there. You think of the amount of content you're going to be able to do if you get to just a little bit higher and people start sponsoring you like this. The amount of money that you can pull in, you could survive constantly just on that funding. That funding alone. $2,000, that's like my paycheck right now for my day job. That's every 2 weeks I get that. She did that in 2 hours. That's insane amounts of money.
I'm just saying, that's also intense. Thank you so much, Purse Pixels, for the 300 bits. So let me edit this one. Let me edit this one really fast. I'm very nervous about doing this, by the way. I'm very, 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 very nervous about doing this.
It's okay.
Like, this has not been fun for me. This has brought me no joy. This has been horrible.
It shouldn't be fun.
I don't think anyone that's sane would feel good about this.
That's right.
Maybe they would. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can do
No, only psychopaths would enjoy this.
this a little faster with this. I don't know how to use any editing program. Okay.
Just use Canva. It works the easiest. I'll shout out Canva all day and night.
I just have to scribble over it. It's so tiny. Oh, here. Okay. There. I figured it out. I'm sorry. I'm from the past. Okay.
You're not from the past. You're from the future.
All right. I'm editing this one so I can show you. So, all right. All right. All right. I took out everything except the part that was important to what we are talking about. Okay. Let me make absolute sure.
Yes.
And let me put it up there.
Okay.
So.
Yes.
Just taking 400 is a lot. Yeah, it's a little bit rough. That being said, if they asked for it,
it'd be rough for me. I'd go after somebody's hand.
I would have given it to them. I would not have been upset about that. I would have given that to them. I would have given that to them. Like, no, for real. Like,
I wouldn't. That's my money. That's my money.
Okay. All right. Let me also edit this one. All right. We're almost done. Sorry, guys. Then we don't have to talk about this.
No,
then we don't have to talk about this ever again. And everyone will go crazy and make a million videos. And some people will say I'm the devil. And some people will be like, oh my God, this is amazing. And
oh my God, this is amazing, you devil. Sorry, I did both. And yes, I will be making content.
Then we'll go on with our lives.
She called me out. I feel personally attacked, Grimmy. I'm on your side in all this. Jesus Christ, you devil. You harlot.
So there's two things about this one.
Yes.
There's two things about this one.
Yes.
This is weird.
Yes.
And also, again, same publisher. Same publisher on this one. Same publisher on this one. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Where's the too long didn't read? I arrived.
I don't know. I will start talking directly to you. You know what? What's your Discord? I'll catch you up on this after.
Please, please, keep going. Talk to me. Show me.
You specifically, Daft Dalek. What's your Discord? I'll get you. I'll get you. I'll get your back, man. I'll get your back. We can go over this after.
You do see, this is why she's kind of charming. She does have a way of being charming about it. Like, I've seen a couple of her clips. I've seen a little bit of her streams. She is super charming. I do like her.
You bring some highlighters in a book. You got this, Grimmy. Hi, Ghosty. Ghosty's one of my best buddies. She's so sweet. Okay.
I love how she's got southern accent right there.
Okay. So this one has two things about it.
For 4 hours streaming, $4,000. That's $1,000 an hour. Wait, actually, so if this was how much was supposed to be, wait. $4,000 for, I'm just now noticing this. So it's $4,000 for 4 hours of streaming, but it was actually like negotiated that, hey, it's $4,000 for just 2 hours of streaming. That's insane. That's actually insane. If that's how much was originally negotiated, she actually got less money. She was supposed to get more money for more time streaming. Holy shit. So actually shouldn't she be owed like double this amount? She should actually, I think, be owed I could be getting this wrong, but this potentially could be like $4,000. I mean, $8,000. Because if they negotiate it out, hey, only 2 hours, she'll get $4,400. But you did it for 4 hours, because that's maybe what you guys ended up agreeing. You got $4,000 from that. You're actually missing a lot more money now that I'm looking at it and saying, so you still got an insane amount of money, motherfucker. I'd do all sorts of shit for that, but God.
Same publisher. Another thing is, they for some reason made this a 4-hour stream. They were really confused by that. They were really confused by that. I didn't mind at all, but they were really confused by that. So the thing is, the minus 20% is off the 4,000. Totally fine. Yes, this is an insane amount of money. Don't get me wrong. But the thing is, I know this is exposing some amount of like money I'm getting from like a sponsorship. I don't mind that because I think it's important that people understand this.
I'd like to know, because now I'm like, hey, I want a sponsor like this. Give me that money.
They had you play longer? Yes. They had me play like twice as long, even though they didn't request that.
I know they didn't request that. They only paid that amount of money, but technically what you ended up doing should require $8,000. Like, Jesus Christ.
So remember, one of these was a typo. In their opinion, one of these was a typo. Same publisher. Same publisher. One of these was considered a typo. One of these was considered a typo.
But she also ended up seeing what they actually sent. So if it's a typo,
I don't know why it was a double deliverable. I don't think they cared about that. I don't think they cared about that is the thing. It's so weird. Okay. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, we got.
No, the first one was the typo. This one, they had a different explanation for it, but I don't think that they understood that I had... Well, these are also only the ones I can talk about, so... Okay.
Well, it's okay.
And again, remember, one was a typo. And then this $400, this was an agency thing. This was a brand that was supposedly not working with the talent agency directly, even though this was the same brand. One was a typo, $100 goes missing, and then this is the explanation for the other.
Ooh. Shit. My modeltism just reacted. I saw her. You actually see her sigh like that. That was my modeltism. Shit. I know I'm supposed to be doing this, but I just saw her going, and her lips actually like expanded. That was actually kind of cool.
An agency thing? Well, the thing is, they're saying that this was because they were communicating with like a contractor or something. Grimmy is upset. I am very upset, and this is very stressful, honestly. And I want to play the rest of... I want to go through this backrooms door. It took me like 4 hours, but they showed me that generator. It brings me no joy to show this message off, by the way, and I am not in any way, shape, or form ever going to go after anyone at Mythic, even if they hate me after this. Even if you hate me for showing this, I am not going to go after you. I still consider you a very nice person.
Aww.
But again, this was the same publisher. Typo on the first one supposedly lost $100. 400 goes missing on this. Directly communicating with the same people. Same publisher. Typo on one. Explanation for the other is...
What?
And this was sent to my assistant because I had at this point left.
Okay. Oh, you have an assistant? Well, I mean, I have Gal, but she's abandoned me. Gal abandoned
This
me.
is a very long message.
What's the message? Give me the message!
I really like these guys. I am not trying to hurt them. I'm going to jump in here since Grammy left already. I'm going to message you. I'm going to message you. If she's reaching out to publishers directly, a majority of amounts won't be the same as what they give. A majority of brands don't work with the talent agency direct. Again, this was the same publisher. Same publisher, $400 missing. The other one did not have an agency fee to it. Negotiated the same way.
Okay.
And they go through a marketing agency, which is like a talent agency, but on the brand side. A good example is Amazon used to only go through Leviathan Core to manage their campaigns. These were all direct Mythic emails they were talking to. Same ones. One had $100 missing out of a typo. Other one 400 saying, I guess that was an agency fee. Exact same people.
Okay.
Leviathan Core to manage their campaigns, and Leviathan Core would reach out to us / other stuff, marketing agencies, fees. I don't know if I'm like supposed to go through all of like their internal stuff, though I'm so pissed off about this. I don't know.
Well, you have the right to be.
But marketing agencies' fees typically start around 30% of the brand's total budget towards the campaign. What I'm saying is, this was an indie brand. This was the brand itself reaching out. And then they say, that's always why we recommend brands to work direct. Because they save money, we can put more towards the actual talent themselves.
Wait. Hold up. What? I'm going back for... I'm gonna pull that back just a little bit because what?
It was an indie brand. This was the brand itself reaching out. And then they say, that's always why we recommend brands to work direct. Because they save money, we can put more towards the actual talent themselves.
So they want the brands to save money and then put more towards the actual talents themselves. Okay, what?
Which makes the talent happier and the brand itself looks better. They claim that the brand had a typo that lost $100 for them, I guess. Because the face value is they are paying more.
Mm-hmm.
Because the extra marketing fee isn't taken out. Again, negotiated the same way.
So, okay, so what you're saying is that what they wanted to do was go to, you suggest they go to the talent themselves so that way they can even circumvent Mythic talent instead of going through Mythic talent. That's what you're saying right there, which is, I don't know why Mythic talent would ever suggest doing that because Mythic talent would still want their cut.
This is also when I was saying, just talk to my lawyer, just talk to my lawyer. They're saying that I'm confused about it.
I'm confused, but I'm retarded.
Same brand. One's a typo, one's an agency fee, same emails they communicated with. Same emails. I request that people in Mythic, you don't have to like me, you can think that I'm just lying about all of this, request your negotiations. You can think I'm the dumbest, meanest, weirdest person in the world.
Well, you're at least the weirdest, but yes, nothing you're saying here is wrong. Yes, request those things. Just see if there's these discrepancies, because if there are, Mythic does need to be accounting for this stuff, because there needs to be like explanation. Why is this money leaving? Why is this money disappearing? This is some weird shit. Are you stealing from your talents, or is there an explanation here? And if so, you need to tell what the explanation is instead of giving these two very different responses, which makes me more confused on what the hell's going on.
Request your negotiations. request your negotiations. I'm not going to show all of that message because it's pretty long, and also like I don't want to like go into like the things that they do like with their campaigns, but that was. They're blaming you, not smart. Yes, they blamed me, and they didn't realize that I had the information that I did. I have more, by the way. I have a lot more. I have one person that was like, okay, you know what? This is really messed up. If you need to, go for it.
Realize that I know she only showed 2. We already read in the Reddit that there was that she only showed 2, but there's more. She's saying that there's more. This could be like the ones that she showed us. That could be like the least amount of money that they took. There might be ones where they took a lot more money and there's a lot more crazy shit going on behind the scenes that we're just not privy to.
Most people do not want to get involved, and that's very understandable. I didn't want to get involved in this. I don't think it's very fun, but the thing is, every single person that's there needs to get the negotiations of their contracts. Mm-hmm. They need to get the negotiations, not the contracts, the negotiations. The negotiations of their campaigns. That's it. Anyway, have you reached out to sponsors to request information to further build this case on both sides? I showed you guys what I can show you based on who was willing to let me show you guys in terms of the sponsorship stuff. If I have more information, I'm not going to disclose that at this time. If I have more sponsors I'm talking to and I have information from, I am not going to disclose that at this time. I'm saying that because I would like to protect myself. If things continue to get weird, I have at least something. You, if you were at Mythic, need to request the negotiations of your campaigns. And I'm sorry to everyone that DM'd me asking what was happening, and I didn't tell you that. But I think it's better that everyone know at once, so they can. This was my experience. This is what I can show you. I love your VTuber model. Thank you. That's very nice of you.
I always love that where it's like, you need to do this. I love your model, by the way. Oh, I thank you. It's such a girl thing.
Okay, we're gonna finish this backrooms game. Then I'm gonna be gone for a week while everyone argues and fights about this. I'm not going on the internet. I am a relatively sane person.
Well, relatively sane. Here's what I'm boiling down to is, and I have this TLDR for the most part, and there is apparently, is this more? No, this is the same thing. What this looks like, again, there could be explanations for this behind the scenes. I'm not here to actually sweep for Mythic. Those are partially jokes, get you. But there could be explanations that we're just not privy to. Grimmy doesn't realize, or whatever. And I'm not trying to throw Grimmy under the bus there either. I'm just saying that could be happening. At the same, this does look sketchy. This looks sketchy as all hell. Again, like all this stuff looks insane. It looks creepy. You're legitimately just taking money away from somebody for no apparent reason. Like this is not okay. This is just not okay. This is really weird. It's creepy. It's crazy. It makes the talent agency. It makes Mythic look bad. I don't really. I get why Grimmy's saying that people might come after her. I don't know why. You're all showing that you might be actually losing money, that Mythic talent might actually be skimming a lot of money off the top of it, and their explanations as to why don't make any sense because there's 2 different explanations. The easiest explanation would have ended up being, hey, that's actually our contracting fee because they went through us. This is the money that we actually take because it's 20% each time. It could be like, hey, it was 20% each time. That's actually our cut of it through our contract with you. We take 20% right now, which is okay. Okay, if that's the explanation, that's the explanation. You go with it. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe that wasn't what Grimmy was expecting when she was doing her negotiations to become a part of Mythic, but it is what it is. But without that as the explanation and them saying, hey, we're not going to tell you why we're taking this money. It's both a clerical error and at the same time, it's you're just too stupid to know. That's the weirdness. That's the crazy stuff that doesn't help anybody out here. And it puts Mythic in the negative light, and it puts Grimmy, again, this is not the bad position to be in. I know Grimmy doesn't like to be in it, but that puts Grimmy in the light that, hey, you took some money from me and that's not okay. And it gives her the uncomfortable position to actually have to respond to this. By the way, shout out Legatus. Have a good night, buddy. I'm gonna follow this story for the best of my ability through what I can. Hopefully more people come out and react to this. Hopefully more people speak up. And again, this isn't to actually call like anything like this isn't to call Mythic bad. It's to say, hey, you're doing scummy shit. You're doing some really bad shit right here, which does need to be looked into. Because again, Mythic talent has been there for the people that are like there for them. Mythic talent has been there for their talents, has helped them out. Showed you the Cha-Cha tweet. We can point out Kirsha's a part of them. Kirsha is a part of them. Kirsha has praised them nonstop. I know Reba has praised them nonstop. There's so many people that praise like the work that Mythic does for people. But this hurts you and it makes it incapable for you to help other people in the future. It starts painting you as a black company and makes you start looking, yes, like V Shoujo, like Niji Sanji, like any of those other companies where you just treat your talents like shit and expect them to shut the hell up. Hey there, everybody. This is Future Dermy coming at you. If you guys aren't really aware, I make most of my content out of the streams I do almost every single day. But yes, this is actually Future Dermy, here to continue on because Mythic Talent actually has responded to what Grimmy put out there. Now, when it comes to their response, it doesn't really refute anything that Grimmy says, and it does actually bring up more questions. It leaves only really two possibilities right here, that either Mythic Talent is lying to save face, or Grimmy is just dumb. That's really the only two outliers here, but I'll quickly read what they had to say, and I'll give you further my thoughts on this after the fact. But from Mythic Talent, Mythic is aware of public statements made by a former talent, Grimmy, regarding payment discrepancies. We take her allegations seriously and have conducted a thorough review of our records. Yes, reviewing themselves to say that they did nothing wrong. The claims that Mythic skimmed funds from 2 campaigns are factually incorrect. Now, it wasn't just 2 campaigns that she did say, but we'll keep moving on. Our records indicate the Grimmy was paid in full for both cited activations per contract terms and according to the terms of her talent agreement, which included an agreed upon management fee. The campaigns were valued at $2,100 or $2,100 and $4,400 respectively. In the first campaign, Grimmy was sent the full value of $2,100 activation, less our agreed upon management fee, less any potential banking/transaction fees on her end. In the second campaign, Grimmy received full payment of $4,400 for the campaign, less our management fee and any banking fees. Both of these payments were made within days of receiving payment from the brand. Had Mythic skimmed the $100 and $400 amounts alleged by Grimmy, her payouts would have been significantly lower. I don't know how smart it is to actually say that you would end up taking more money away when you're already being alleged to skim some money off the top. I don't know how smart that is. Our payment platform logs every transaction, and these figures are available for independent verification via her bank statement and our portal. If any payment inconsistencies have taken place or our figure above are incorrect, we encourage Grimmy to provide us these inconsistencies so that we may remedy them. While we attempt to reach Grimmy to clarify her grievances, she chose to make these claims public before a dialogue could occur. We have sent Grimmy the banking logs, contracts, invoices, and payment record receipts for these campaigns, and we remain open to reviewing any documentation Grimmy may have that contradicts them. We understand that miscommunication can and do happen, and we are certainly not immune to them. Mythic remains committed to transparency and the success of our creators, and we will continue to foster an environment built on mutual respect and professional integrity. Now, here's my ultimate conclusion to this whole thing here. With this add-on, it still remains, I don't know who's telling the truth right now. And I don't, because quite frankly, the 2 excuses that Grimmy said they already gave to them, this contradicts both of them. Remember, Grimmy alleged that Mythic told her that when it came to the $2,100, that was a typo from the company and the campaign that was, employing her at that period of time. When it came to the other one, they gave her a myriad of arguments. I will say, though, to both of those ends, both amounts were about 20%. So it could be Mythic's own fee. It could be, but I don't know why Mythic didn't just tell Grimmy that. I don't see why Grimmy would make this into a campaign and want to be doing this all for clout or anything like that. I don't see that. She was doing just fine there. I mean, that's a lot of money. I already went over that. So I am still left puzzled on what the heck happened, because I don't know why Mythic just didn't tell us this to Grimmy, because the logical conclusion would end up being that either Grimmy's lying to us or is dumb, or Mythic's lying to us and they want to save face. Those are the only two conclusions we have right now. And I don't see where Grimmy's dumb, and I kind of see where maybe Mythic's lying and they're not wanting to be transparent enough to this point. So we'll see how this all plays out. But again, Grimmy also said she has more evidence of this and a lot more money being taken out. If it's all 20%, Mythic might be wrong and she just might be stupid. I don't know, but we'll see. So see you on the next one.